Are you recording, Phil? Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much.
Am I sitting too deep in the couch?
No, I think you're good.
I'm like, I should sit forward or something. I don't know. I never know how to be on a couch.
Yeah, I do that too. And I'm always like perched and people don't like it, but it's just like the most comfortable. Yeah.
No. Because if I sit like this, I'm like, I got kicky feet. I look like a little kid. If I sit normal, my legs aren't long enough. I wish I was taller.
How tall are you?
5'5", I guess.
Oh, okay. I'm
It's
around
not
that. I'm
tall.
like 5'4".
Yeah. What's your threshold of guys? Like,
Oh, like how tall?
well,
they
like
have
Phil,
to be?
how tall are you? 6 something?
I'm just 6 foot.
Is that the limit?
I don't really know. Like, I've never had a limit, so
I see.
like I've never really thought about it.
Well,
I guess
girls
just,
are like they have this short guy thing.
Yeah, girls usually do. I don't really care about height that much. I do think it'd be hard if they were like shorter than me. But yeah, I don't really. I feel like I'm not like a height person.
I've never like experienced the height discrimination until like lately.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not even like that bad. Like I've not experienced it that much in my life, but I remember when I got on the apps.
Oh.
It was the first time I heard about the height thing.
Because you have to put it in there.
Well, no, you didn't have to put it in there
Okay.
at first. I haven't been on the app since Tinder, I guess I should
okay.
say. And a girl was like, "How tall are you?" And I just said it. Like, I didn't know why she was asking me that. And then I said it, and she was like, "Too short for me." And I was like, "That's a thing?"
That's crazy.
And then now you hear it in memes and everything else.
Yeah, that is kind of like the one thing I feel like women can get away with, like discriminating against men's height.
It was crazy the way she just like unmatched me.
Damn.
I was like, "Fuck."
That is
That's
actually really
nuts.
crazy. Maybe
But yeah,
she was
Tinder
tall.
didn't have. Does it require you to put it in there now?
I don't know. I've never used any dating apps.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess why would you use a dating app?
Well, I've always like been in a relationship pretty
Sure.
much, so I've just never I missed that. But my sister was on them, and I used to like help her swipe sometimes.
Yeah, it's fun to like go through people's things.
Yeah.
I remember like friends, like girls who are friends, I would go through theirs and swipe.
Yeah.
They're like,
it
"What
is
the hell are
funny.
you doing?" But I just never had success on them.
Yeah, I've heard that, like they are really difficult because like a lot of people maybe who are on them aren't looking for relationships. Actually, maybe they're just trying to hook up. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, you would hope, or one way or the other. I mean, they would tell you, but I'm better at meeting people like in person than I am.
Yeah, I get that.
On an app or whatever.
How's your dating life currently?
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm with somebody.
Nice.
So, yes, it's long distance,
Okay.
so that's difficult. You know.
They say distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, well, it definitely puts stress on things. I'll say that.
Yeah. What's like the hardest thing just trying to coordinate when you'll see each other?
That part can be hard. Yeah, just not seeing each other is tough.
Yeah.
And, there's other elements.
Okay.
Who are they seeing when they're not seeing you? This types
True.
of things. There's always the anxiety of what are they doing while you're not doing anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
But
hard.
but you have to have a lot of trust and a lot of effort and all that.
Yeah.
So it can be it can definitely show the phrase pretty early on,
That's true. And like I guess you kind of find out like if you guys are a match maybe
right.
faster.
Some people aren't capable of it. Like I've always been I think capable of long distance cuz doing the road and stuff. I feel like every relationship, even if I was dating a girl that also lived in LA, I feel like that would feel long distance too,
Yeah, because it is like where do you live again?
I live in North Hollywood, so like if
Okay.
I dated a girl that lived in Venice, it'd feel like that was long distance,
Just because it's so hard to like
Yeah.
get there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to California one time, but like I didn't stay very long. My sister was just working there, so I like went for a weekend. But I do remember the traffic was bad, and I've heard it's so bad.
Oh, sure. The traffic's bad. Everything's spread out. Everything's far away.
Yeah.
So,
Do you feel like this new girl, maybe you guys will try to like move to the same city eventually?
yes, that's
Okay.
like my goal at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
I don't know if she'll ever. We'll see what happens, but
Okay.
that would be. I mean, I'm not gonna live in LA for the rest of my life. I
No.
know that. So, hopefully, wherever I move, maybe I'll meet someone there, or she'll be still in the picture or whatever.
Yeah. that would be good. I always ask everybody this question when they first come on. Do you remember your first set that you did?
I thought you were going to say sex.
I don't know.
Do you remember your first sex? I was like, that's a weird way to ask it.
Your first sex.
My first set, I definitely remember it, but I don't really remember. It was weird. It was definitely weird. There wasn't many laughs. There wasn't many people in the room.
Oh, okay.
It was at a bar called Macaroons.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was in Cheektowaga.
Where's that?
It's in where Phil and I are from, Western New York.
Nice.
And it was just like in a strip mall.
Okay.
Just a bar in a strip mall. And I went to an open mic. And I actually met a guy there that I ended up like seeing everywhere. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just... But the people who ran it and everything never saw him again.
Oh, wow.
Like they weren't people like in the scene, I don't think. I don't know. It was very strange.
What led you to like want to do it? Did you want to do it for a while or was it
I was
random?
doing radio and I was doing like comedy on the radio. I wanted to do like be in comedy and I didn't know really how stand-up comedy worked at the time.
Okay.
Or like even that it was an avenue. I knew stand-up was a thing, but I didn't know. I saw like Jim Norton and like Artie Lang. These guys were on the radio and they were comics and I was like, that's kind of like what I'd like to be.
Nice.
And so I had a guy that I worked with on radio that started doing stand-up.
Okay.
And I was like, if this fucking guy can do it, I can do it too. So then I met like some local comics that would come in and do radio and stuff. And they were like, oh yeah, you should try and do stand-up. Like you're really funny or whatever.
Nice.
And then they kind of like showed me where to go and stuff. And that's how I started.
Nice. So how many years have you been doing stand-up?
Since 2008.
Oh, wow.
Well, technically my first set was 2007, but it sucked so bad that I didn't get on stage for like a year. I did like 3 sets, and the last one was so bad.
Yeah.
I didn't get on stage for a whole year.
Oh, wow.
After that. So I don't really consider starting until 2008.
Okay.
So I guess it's been almost 20 years now, which is fucking nuts.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't like saying that out loud. That's crazy.
Why? You're good.
I don't know. I mean, it's been a long time. Shit.
That's funny.
I
get what you mean, though, like when you're like, I didn't know how to start. Because I didn't either. I like wanted to do it forever. And then I was in therapy, and like that was one of the things I brought up where I was like, am I a narcissist? Because I want to do stand-up. And my therapist was like, no, you should just like go to Creek and Cave for an open mic on Tuesday.
They said Creek and Cave?
Yeah.
Wow. How did they know that?
I don't know. Like, and actually I didn't. I think I went to therapy a few more times after that, and then she was like, you're good. You don't need it anymore.
What?
I know.
I've never heard that in my life.
But
she completed therapy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought they were supposed to make you keep going.
That's what I always thought, too. And then, like, I have said that before, and people in the comments have been like, oh, that's because you're a narcissist and there's no hope for you. And so maybe that's true. But she was also like a Jungian therapist, which is the whole point of it is to like get you out of it. Like you're not supposed to be there forever. So
I dated a girl that was, I wouldn't call her a narcissist, but she was definitely something.
Yeah.
You know, something a little like, I don't know what it would be. It's like kind of narcissism. But she would be like, my therapist tells me I'm always right. And I'm like, well, your therapist is not good at their job then.
Yeah.
You know?
And sometimes I think people trick their therapists.
Well, she would be good at that. She is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, you just have like one that's validating all your bullshit.
Yeah. Like they're like, maybe they're kind of fucked up too.
Right.
Something.
Yeah. Just plays into it.
Yeah.
I did therapy for a little while, but then it was BetterHelp or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And they were like a sponsor of my podcast.
Nice.
And then when it like ran out, I'm like, I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
And this lady was fine, but I felt like it was just like the same shit over and over again. I'm like, yeah, I know this.
Like they're reading from like a script or something, or just
yeah,
just
or
the
like
same thing?
it's just kind of like the stuff that I already knew, but I just wasn't. It's not like I needed to hear someone else tell me it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I get it. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it still.
You have to kind of want to, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to want to like do the things that they tell you.
Right.
And then I'm like, yeah, I know the answer. I haven't done it because I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I get that. Yeah, I probably should go back.
Through.
I don't know.
Yeah, I probably should go back too.
But I do think it's good to like, I don't know. I've heard that sometimes you get the wrong therapist or whatever. I only did it one time and just had that one girl and she was great. But I don't know.
You could sit there though and be like, this therapist is bad. This one, you could pick and choose every time, like, and
That's
jump around. I
true.
feel like
If
there
you
are
don't
people
like
that do
them.
that.
Yeah, like, or if they're not telling you what you want to hear, you could just get somebody
Right.
that does tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, like what makes them bad and what makes them good. Like, what
Yeah.
are you looking for? People just leap to therapist to therapist. I feel like that's part of their game. It's like dating or something.
Yeah, that's probably true. And I don't know. I feel like sometimes I do think I need it, and then sometimes I'm like, no, I'm good. I can just like be honest with myself.
Right. Yeah, that's at the end of the day. I'm like, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Whether I follow through with the work, I still am not going to do that if a person's telling it to me.
Yeah.
Can you do both sexes as a therapist? Like,
Yeah.
do you need a guy or a girl?
I had a girl, but I think I'd probably be okay with a guy too. I don't know. I do have like kind of mommy issues, so that sometimes I just get along with men.
Yeah.
In general better because I was closer with my dad.
I feel like I have mommy issues, but that makes me get along with women better.
Yeah, it's probably different for men.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I would not be able to do therapy with a dude.
No?
Yeah, I know.
That's funny.
And I know women that can't do it with a woman.
Yeah. I've never tried to do therapy with a man, so I don't know.
Interesting.
But I think it'd be my psychologist or psychiatrist is a man.
I don't know. I am better at opening up to a woman than a man.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I have a psychiatrist because I wanted to.
Wait, that's different then, right?
Yeah, that's
What's
like
the difference?
medication. And
I
I have
see.
ADHD, so I have a friend that's a therapist, and she got diagnosed with ADHD, and I was like, there's no way you have ADHD. Like, you function so much better than me. But then I thought about it, and I was like, oh, maybe I just have it worse.
Interesting.
And so
What made you realize you had it? What is?
she let me try one of her Vyvances, like, which is basically Adderall. And I took it, and then I just felt like more normal, like not even hyper, but just like more. I don't know, like.
That's what Coke does to me.
Really? So maybe you have ADHD.
I think I do because also coffee makes me sleepy.
Yeah, you probably have it.
So I probably have like a twinge of it. But I tried Adderall. I remember I wanted to like take an Adderall and like clean my apartment.
Yeah.
And I did, and it made me sleep. It was like taking a Xanax.
So yeah, you probably do have ADHD.
It was like taking mushrooms. It was like, the beginning of mushrooms where it was like sleepy, and then I was like wired.
Oh, interesting.
But it wasn't like, I'm going to clean my apartment. I thought that was what it would do, but
I think it does that to normal people.
Yes.
Like, and that's probably how you know if you have it or not.
Yeah, I guess.
Because like if you take it and then you're just like chill, then yeah.
Right.
I remember in like school, like there'd always be the kids that would go down to the nurse's office to take their Ritalin.
Yeah, then they're just normal. They're not bopping around.
Exactly.
Or
Like I would be like, why are they giving these kids that are already crazy meth? And then it would completely level them out. So yeah,
I'm not like overly hyper or anything, but it's like,
Yeah.
and I am a depressive, so it's like weird to me that these things, that stimulants, like make me sleepy to a degree.
Yeah.
Like coffee just gives me yawns. I feel like I am on
Oh,
mushrooms. Like when I
that's
drink
funny.
like coffee, it's weird.
So mushrooms make you tired?
Mushrooms make me yawn sometimes.
Can
it's
you
not
like
even
do
tired.
them socially or?
I can. I have many times, but it is like if I'm eating like a whole eighth of them, I haven't
Yeah.
done that shit in years.
Yeah.
But like if I'm eating like a whole shit ton of mushrooms, I'll either get the yawns or like the giggles. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I figured out the yawns, you can get rid of those by just chewing gum.
Interesting.
Yeah, it stops it.
Wow.
But sometimes I'll be on mushrooms, I'll just be like, and I just hate it because it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It's like compulsive yawning.
Have you ever had like an epiphany on them, or is it more like chill for you?
I have on acid.
Oh, you've done acid. That's cool. I've never done
Yes.
acid.
Acid is like a cleaner A to B, and
Yeah.
it lasts longer.
Okay.
And I've definitely like taken it to party and have had like breakthroughs.
That's cool.
Yeah, like
I've done
small
that with
little things like
mushrooms.
confidence or whatever.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it is therapy, kind of.
Yeah, well, it just like resets your brain. I think.
Yeah.
Like I was like on the verge of doing something, or I had to do something different with my podcast or whatever, and I was like, "You're capable." I just remember like feeling capable
Nice.
all of a sudden,
I like that.
and I could like do the dishes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden I just was able to like function.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never have done acid. I like psychedelics, but I think I'm very like a lightweight with them.
Yeah.
Where like if I take mushrooms, even not a lot of them, I can't really go anywhere because I feel like very like I don't know, like not
you have
human.
to kind of like plot it out before you take it. Like, I'm going to take the mushrooms and I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
You know, so that way you're like on a journey already.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
Because if you just take them and you have no plan, you're fucked.
Yeah. Well, I take them and then I feel like I get an epiphany every time.
Yeah, no, it's not. You do have like this moment. Mushrooms are the only drug where like the beginning sucks.
The beginning sucks. Every time I take them, I remember being a kid and my parents being like, don't ever eat mushrooms in the wild. You'll die. And then every time I'm like, fuck, am I going to die
Those mushrooms are like poison.
I know. And then, but every time.
So are these ones though, I guess.
Yeah, I'm like, these ones are going to be the ones that get me.
I've had that same thought where you do mushrooms and then like as it's coming on, you're like, oh yeah, I'm feeling poisoned.
Yeah, I'm being poisoned.
Yeah.
They're in your stomach and they're like doing like, and then like that's why you get like, I'm going to puke or whatever.
Yeah.
Acid doesn't have any of that.
Interesting. Yeah, I probably would try it, but then I'm also scared I'm going to be that one person that like goes crazy and never is the same.
Oh my God. So like doing acid with a bunch of people like camping and stuff.
Yeah.
I've had it where we were like a whole group of us and like one person like almost loses themselves and you can kind of tell what's going on and you're like, that's scary. That is like a frightening moment for sure.
Have you ever taken like mushrooms or acid with people and then realized you didn't like them?
Well, you just kind of realize like they're stripped. You're like, this is a person I'm never going to hang out with again. Yeah. But that's usually, I don't know. Usually I can tell that. I have a pretty good sense of who I would want to be around and who I don't, you know?
One time I was like, I think it was like 18 and my dad, I still lived at my dad's house and he was gone for a work trip and I invited one of my friends and then he invited like a bunch of his friends and we were just like sitting in a circle and I'd never taken like any psychedelics before and I just realized I didn't trust any of them.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, who even are you? Like, I don't trust. I was like, I don't like you. I don't like you. I was like went around the room telling them I didn't like them.
That's great.
And then like, yeah, I was just like, what am I doing?
That's
like,
what Coke is like. It's like you're always around people you don't like.
Yeah, I've only done that. And then you do it and
you're like, hey,
times.
I can tolerate. The Coke helps me tolerate this guy's nonsense. Isn't that nice?
That's funny. We went to play poker with some comics like a couple weeks ago, and they were on cocaine. Like I didn't realize it at first, but there was one of them was like getting kind of aggressive, and like they were all just talking a lot. And then I was like, oh, they're on cocaine. But one guy was completely fine, and he kept going and doing more bumps. And but he was completely fine.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like chill.
And he was like, I have ADD. And I was like, okay. So yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah. I guess I have it.
Yeah. I did it when I was like 19 and just somebody gave me some. We were at a party. And I did like it, but I did feel like it made my ego really big.
Interesting. Well, it does give you like a little bit of a confidence boost. Like I said, like I'll go into a social situation where I'm like, I don't want to talk to any of these people.
Yeah.
And then you just like, and you're like, hey. So you were telling me about your Jeep, all of a sudden or whatever, you can just kind of like easy breezy with just dealing with people you don't normally want to deal with.
That's nice though.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Here and there, little something.
Yeah.
Limitless or whatever.
Yeah. Have you ever like done stand up high on Coke or?
I've done stand up on everything.
You have?
Yeah, I mean, I would never do it with steaks on Coke because it fucks with your timing.
Does it? Okay.
But I smoke weed before I go up every time.
You do?
Every time. Wow. I've done it in theaters, arenas.
And have you always done that, or is that something
Pretty
you started
much.
doing later? Okay.
No, I mean, I think from the beginning, like, I would say I started smoking weed every day around the time I started doing stand-up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Like the same year.
Yeah.
And I would go out, and weed was still illegal.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm at Mike's, and I'm like, I go outside to smoke a bowl, and then I come back in, and in Buffalo, like, you're wearing your winter coat, your, like, pea coat or whatever.
Yeah.
So you smell like weed. And I remember, like, some comics would be like, someone smells like weed. I'm like, yeah, I just smoked some. Like,
yeah.
Stop being a queef or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
that's
and
funny.
nowadays, it's like, people are smoking in green rooms and stuff now, like, it's legal, it's chiller. But back then, it was like you had to know a guy that smoked weed, so you'd be like, "You want to smoke?" Like it wasn't as like communal. I feel like.
It was
some people didn't do it.
You kind of felt maybe a little guilt or
Right.
like scared you're going to get arrested.
More people were exactly. That would be the thing. And me and my buddy were smoking weed in my car and almost got arrested, but the cop let us go, like right outside of an open mic in Buffalo. But more people were drinking back then, I feel like. Okay. And it was more acceptable to go on stage drunk.
Interesting.
Than high. And I remember I did that a few times. Like, I still drink beer and shit, but I remember I went on stage like blackout drunk a few times.
You did?
At like bar shows or whatever. And the last time I was blackout, I don't know if it was. I definitely. I shouldn't say that because at the Comedy Store, I've probably gone up late, pretty drunk.
You have, yeah.
But not like in a way where I can't function or do my set. Like back in the day, though, I was on stage blackout to the point where I think I remember my friend was in the crowd.
Okay.
And I was like, Dan, you didn't do your joke about this. And then I did it.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, Dan has this joke. But I like gave him all the credit. Like, I was like, Dan has this joke he didn't do. And it goes like, I did his. He goes, the next day, he's like, you did my joke. I was like, yeah, but I gave you all the credit. It was funny. Like, you know, some stupid bar show or whatever. But still, it was like bad to go up on black. I don't even remember what I said.
That's funny. I've never done that. Like, because I don't know. I've only been doing comedy a year, and then like I just also can't really drink a lot because I get sick.
Sure.
So like I can have like 3 drinks. I can have 4
I think
drinks,
the most recent scenario where that was the case was I did. This guy, Dave Hellum, at the Comedy Store has a show where, like, I don't know, it's not even stand-up. It's like you go up and then they interview you.
Oh, okay.
It's like a podcast, but live. But
yep.
I don't really know the purpose of it. And so I went up. I was just in the back bar drinking, like, downstairs. And it just got later and later and later. And, like, I thought the show was getting canceled, actually.
Yeah?
So, like, I'm just drunk back there, right?
Shit.
And then I had to go up. I'm like, well, I'm not doing a set or anything. I'm just getting interviewed.
True.
And I don't remember any of it.
Really?
Like, I remember doing it, but it's, like,
was it recorded?
Frames and stuff. I record everything, so I have it on my
good.
phone or whatever, like the audio.
Yeah.
But, like, I just remember I was crushing.
Oh, sick.
And, like... And afterwards, he's like, you fucking murder. And I remember going, like, I don't remember anything we talked about, though. Like, that was about... And I was like, that's kind of scary.
That's crazy. But that's kind of cool.
Because I was doing shots and shit. I don't really do shots very often.
You don't? Okay.
No, I'm not. I don't really drink booze that much. I just drink beer.
Okay.
And I always know where I'm at with beer.
Yeah,
and
with the shots.
I'm never really that, like, drunk. But the shots, like, if it's, like, a shots night...
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen very often for me anymore, but you can catch me on a birthday or someone's birthday or whatever.
Yeah. I'm like that too, where, well, I don't really drink beer because I'm allergic to it. I used to love to drink beer, but just give me like really bad hangovers. Like,
really?
And I would have like a few beers and I'm like, why am I throwing up? And then I had like allergy testing done. I'm allergic to brewer's yeast.
Oh.
So yeah, unfortunately, but I do like beer. My dad would drink beer.
What about like bread? Is it just brewer's yeast?
So for whatever reason, other yeast is fine.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I used to I lived in Portland, Maine for a while, and they had like really good beer. So I'd like get IPAs and like, I don't know. I liked stouts.
See, I don't drink any of that shit.
What do you drink?
I just drink
regular?
shitty beer. Miller Lite, Coors Light.
Pilsners or...
No, I don't even know, I guess, right?
I think it is. I don't know.
I don't know either. I just Coors Light, Miller's Light, Miller Lite, Bud Light, light beer, just shitty light beer.
That's like my dad.
What about a Coors Banquet?
I've had it, not my... I mean, same with like High Life.
Okay.
I would pass on I'll drink them if that's like about as light as it goes. You know, I'll do a PBR.
Nice.
Any shitty beer. I mean, it's just like... Because it's nothing. It's like, I don't get hungover. I can drink 1,000 of them and like get a buzz, but not ever like... I don't black out on beer, you know?
That's good.
That's Buffalo shit.
It is, and that's the thing, like, coming here... Or coming to LA or just being anywhere. I guess Austin people drink a lot, but growing up in Buffalo, there's bars everywhere. Everyone drinks all the time. And you think that's how the world works, and then you get out into the world and you're like, wait, what?
That's funny.
LA, no one drinks. It's crazy.
Yeah, I saw a heat map of like binge drinking of the entire United States. Did you see that?
Yeah, and we're like in the
all of New York.
The hot red, yeah.
And all of New York, Western New York is just like dark purple.
Really?
Like, it's like the only spot in the Northeast. And then it's like not until like Wisconsin where
I mean, where we're from, there's bars on every corner.
And they're open until 4
And
a.m.
they're open till 4 a.m.
Wow.
It's like one of the
that's
only
crazy.
places it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it was like that in Maine too, where like people would just drink all the time. Like people would drink and drive.
Yeah.
Like you would go
In
for
Buffalo,
booze
everyone
cruises.
has a DUI.
Yeah, same in Maine.
Like at least one. I mean, if you have one, everyone's like, "Oh, well, you're just a kid, probably." You know.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I was 22, but yeah, I guess.
I feel like people from Philly drink a lot too.
Philly, yep. Any northeast like cold place, I'm sure.
Yeah, alcohol like goes well when it's cold. I don't know why. Beer specifically.
For sure.
But that's funny. I don't want to tell your joke because I just don't want to burn it. But you told this really funny joke when I saw you. I think you did Optimum Noctis.
Oh yeah.
It was such a great set, and
I think
it
I'm
was just,
taping
like, about
a similar
9/11.
set. Well, it was about 9. Yeah, I'm gonna put that
so
in the tape coming
good.
up here that I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'll finally. It's an old joke now. I mean, it's so old that like
okay.
when I first started telling it, 9/11 was still like a shocking thing to talk about.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
That's
like it's not that
funny.
old, but you know, it was like
Yeah.
I think it was like I don't know what year would I have started telling that joke, like 10 years ago maybe, like it, and then I
Okay.
stopped telling it for a while, then I like brought it back because
So
I
good.
needed to like I don't know,
The
fill
angle.
time.
The angle is just so good. I just love it.
Well, hopefully when this comes out, I don't know, check out, I don't know when this taping I'm doing that
Okay.
I'm here for is coming out or whatever, but
Oh,
it'll be
okay.
on there.
Well, that's very exciting.
nice little
Where are you
tease.
taping it? Can you talk
At the
about
Creek.
it? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to or not, but
That's exciting.
Yeah, it'll be
I
fun.
love that. I also wanted to ask you about, like, I know you have your own podcast.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you done like podcast producing?
I worked in radio since I was like a radio producer for 15 years or so.
Okay.
Like I started working in radio when I was like 16,
Oh, wow.
and then I worked in it up until I was 31, and I moved to LA. So that was when it stopped, and then I got some shitty office job for a few months just to like get by, and then Tom was like, "Well, you worked in radio, you want to work at my podcast studio I'm starting."
Okay.
Tom Segura, and so that's when I started working at your mom's house. But all I did, I don't know how to produce anything.
Okay.
Like I was just a segment producer for the radio. Like I was coming up with content,
Oh, okay.
and I also knew how to edit like audio.
Nice.
But when I started working at your mom's house, I was like mixing audio, but it's like two voices. It's the
Okay.
easiest thing to mix. And then I just like they didn't know how to do that. Like Annie and Nadav didn't know how to do that evidently.
Okay.
And like I just showed them how easy it was, and they were like, "Oh," and then they just started doing it themselves. So I really
Okay.
just like ruined my only, I guess, job there. I was like, I eliminated myself from that. But
That's funny.
I was hired there to like do bits.
Nice.
So I was never really like, I don't know how like the cameras. I'm not a tech guy. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, then whilst there, they were like, well, you're going to start your own podcast naturally. It's just a natural thing. And then it was like 30 episodes, and then they moved to Austin. So I just was spun out
okay.
onto my own. And so I've been doing it on my own ever since
Oh, wow.
with various other companies and stuff. But
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
You did the fold too when you were here last
Yes.
time, right? Mm-hmm. So how long have you been playing poker?
I don't play poker I mean, I've always played it. I mean, you play with your friends or whatever, but I'm
Yeah.
not like, I wouldn't ever consider. I learned actually a lot about poker that day.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, like I was like, I even said to Phil, I'm like, oh, so I shouldn't try and see the cards every time. I thought that was like the goal.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't know till I see the first three cards, so I would lose money just trying to see the first three cards.
Yeah.
And it kind of clicked in my head. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't see them that often.
Well, you seemed like you knew what you were doing.
I won that day. That was the first time I ever won.
Yeah, that's
at,
great.
At poker,
I
usually
just assumed
lose.
you like had been playing for a long time.
No, I mean like when I'm more of a sports gambler.
Oh, really? Okay.
I love betting on sports.
Nice.
Or at least I know where I'm at more. But I never was really a cards guy.
Okay.
I like blackjack once in a while.
I do too. Yeah.
I went to last time I was in Vegas. I just like needed to kill time, so I played some blackjack and I won some money then too. And then
Really nice.
some like it was the first time I had like, you know, sometimes you sit down at a blackjack table and some assholes like, you're taking my cards and shit. You know, they get all
Oh,
pissy about
yeah.
what you're doing. I'm like, play your own game. But this is the one time I was like on a roll.
Yeah.
And these two dildos sat down next to me and like ruined my mojo. I was like, motherfucker,
Oh,
get out
no.
of here.
How much did you win?
I think I won a couple $100
Okay.
that day.
Nice.
I like doubled up my
Okay.
money, so it was nice.
What's your favorite sport to bet on?
I love football.
Okay.
Probably that's my best one.
Okay.
College football primarily
Nice.
is like I've had years where I've like netted money on college football.
Damn.
Pro football is it can get too close.
Interesting.
So it kind of fucks you sometimes, but college
Yeah.
football, like I know, like I don't know.
That's
I figured
great.
I have like some sort of streak I go on with college football.
That's cool.
I
Have
love
you been
it.
watching the basketball games?
I have been. I don't
Okay.
really watch basketball. It's my distant fourth of
Oh,
the
okay.
American sports, but I have been keeping track. And when it gets to be
Mm-hmm.
playoff time, you get into the spirit. That last game was amazing,
Yeah, it was crazy.
and then tonight it's probably going to end everything. But
I know. I do want the Spurs to
are
win.
you from Texas?
No, I've lived here for like
Oh, you
12
said Maine,
years.
right?
Yeah, and I
Nice.
just like we went to the Spurs last year. We wanted to see Wemby, but he had that blood clot
I
the same
heard.
day, and we didn't get to see him. We were
I
like,
heard.
no. But yeah, I don't know. I just like him, and I feel
I
like
think
the
he looks
team
like
is
an
exciting.
alien. He freaks me out, and I want
yeah.
him to be burned with fire because
That's so funny.
he's too unnatural looking.
He worries
Scares
me because he's very wobbly and stuff.
He's
and
like a
then-
Great Dane.
Yeah, when he gets pushed over, I'm like, is he gonna get back up? Like, I feel like his
Yeah,
legs are gonna snap.
I can't believe how does his arm just not snap in half?
I know because he's so skinny and
Yeah.
just compared to how tall he is, but he also like makes everybody look dinky.
It does. It
It's
makes
crazy.
every basketball player look like a little kid running
It's
around. with him.
crazy. I love that.
And then he shoots threes. I'm like, why isn't this guy just like, I don't know shit about basketball, but it's like,
Yeah.
shouldn't this guy just be like under the basket every time and like just putting it back in?
I
don't
love
know.
when he does that, but yeah, you're right. He
Yeah,
should.
it's like, what's he on the outside shooting threes for?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I think he's like
I don't
really
know.
young too. So
Yeah,
he'll
I
probably
mean,
get
when he
better.
gets old, it's gonna be weird.
True.
'Cause
If
he's,
he
like,
lives a long time.
his knees are gonna get all fucked up. I feel like
Also, like
Yeah.
a Great Dane in that his lifespan probably isn't the same.
there's no
Yeah.
elderly tall people.
True. That's actually
That's
a
what
good point.
That's hey, short kings out there. You may get rejected by chicks now, but guess what? You're gonna outlive all them tall ass dudes.
I feel like you're right. I feel like short people live longer.
Yeah, you do. Think
Yeah.
about it. Every old guy you see is like short and shit.
Yeah, because you shrink anyway, and
Yeah.
then you like your bones. I don't know. I've probably shrunk an inch already. I hope not, but I don't have good posture. I noticed. Did you notice Taylor Swift in the crowd with her
Yes.
Stevie Nicks shirt? I was like,
Yeah, she rolls around with those Haim sisters,
oh, okay,
and it's just I think it's to make Taylor Swift look hotter.
maybe, probably, because she did look better than everyone else. But I don't know. I was just like, why are you wearing a shirt of like a better singer songwriter?
Oh, the Stevie Nicks.
Yeah,
well,
like-
that's like her little LOL about.
The Knicks.
The
Yeah,
Knicks.
it's really weird.
But yeah, that Amanda Haim girl, tough mug.
I actually don't know who she is. I did notice there were other people around her with the same shirt.
Yeah.
So she's
Wasn't
wearing.
she with Detective Olivia Benson?
You mean Mariska Haggerty or whatever?
I just know her as a Detective Olivia.
No, I don't
Benson.
know. I think they were sitting near each other, but they weren't together. No, she was with the Haim is like three girls who sing like folky. They open for
Oh,
her.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
And
who
they've
that-
been on SNL and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
they've had some popular songs. I couldn't name one off the top of my head, but I don't even know which of the sisters she was with. But yeah, she just looks
Interesting.
like I don't know. It was like she was with like people were like, "Who's that special needs person with Taylor Swift?" Oh, it's one of the Haim girls.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I do feel like sometimes pretty people do that, where like their friends will not.
Yeah,
be,
right.
and
That's the
it
way to like
seems-
accelerate.
Yeah.
You don't want any competition.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, because I don't know.
You don't bring around any homely girls.
I mean,
with
I
you?
will be friends with anyone, but
Sure.
I've never been like, oh no, she's too pretty. Like that's because I've always had my friends have always been prettier than
It's
me.
got to be out of insecurity that you would go around with
Maybe, yeah,
of some capacity. Like if you're trying to be the alpha of the hot girls. you
yeah,
know?
and I'm definitely not an alpha.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, I'm happy to have a alpha around
Sure.
me. But sometimes pretty girls will be mean to me, and that hurts worse.
Is it because they're like peacocking and shit?
Maybe.
Right?
I
It's
don't
like
know.
you're like sniffing each other's asses like dogs.
I'm like, don't be mean. Like you're prettier. Just
But
I don't
that's what
know.
they're trying to be like.
yeah,
Do
it's
you
crazy.
think you're prettier?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
I've seen women do that, like roosters, almost like square up.
Yeah, or just like be mean and like say like sometimes pretty girls will like compliment me, but in the meanest way.
Backhanded
I
compliments.
hate that.
Yes.
Just be mean to me.
I've
like
seen
I would
those.
rather you tell me you hate me. Like just tell me you fucking hate me. Just don't give me a
Right.
backhanded compliment, please. Because I'm not mean back. So then and then later on I'll think about it and be like, fuck, I should have said this.
They're like, wow, that shirt, bold.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or they tell me I look like somebody's ugly.
Really?
That's their favorite thing.
Oh,
lately.
You're like blah blah blah, and then you're like, that person's weird looking. Why would you say that?
Yeah, and then I don't want to be like mean back or like.
What do they say? Who do they give me an example?
Okay, well, this might be controversial because some people do think she's pretty, but Sarah Jessica Parker.
Interesting.
I don't think she's pretty, but like also like
I'm into prominent noses.
You are? Okay, so
I
yeah.
do think she has like the kind of. I like a mousy girl.
Yeah. So she and I am like that. So and they're right, and so then I'm like, fuck.
I don't think you look like her though.
Yeah.
That's a wild one, but yes.
Yeah, and then I'm always like, "Thank you so much," and then I just like walk away.
Really?
I'm like, why did they say that? But I just like don't want to feed their fire or like let them know.
Sure.
So that's my thing
funny.
too. Is like if anyone's mean to me, like I never want them to know I know, so I just pretend I don't know.
Wow.
But I don't know if that's good.
Does that happen in the comedy scene? Like,
yeah,
because women do. There's like a whole thing.
sometimes men too, and like I'll just pretend like I'm dumb and I don't know.
They're mean to you too.
Only a few, but
Really?
sometimes, yeah.
Incel-y types or
No, not even. Like just guys that I'm like, everything's going good for you. Like you don't have to hate me. I promise.
interesting. That's wild.
But I don't know.
Some guys are just mean to female comics. It's strange.
Yeah, that is very strange. And I don't know. There's not a ton of us either, so I'm just like, I don't get it. But I did have I was wondering, this is kind of off topic, but do you feel like comedy in Austin is different? I've only really done comedy here.
Compared to what, like other cities?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the same. I mean, I started in Buffalo, and then like, you go out to like surrounding areas and do the road and stuff like that, and then you eventually go to New York and stuff. I think every scene has their differences, obviously, but at the end of the day, it's all just fucking the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't think it's that different than anything else. It's just a bigger. There's more people than other places. You know what I mean? Than if you go to like Des Moines or some shit. But at the end of the day, every scene is like a microcosm of a bigger one.
Yeah.
And like New York is very different too, in a lot of ways. But it's not like, again, they all have their own differences. But it's at the core, you see the same shit at a mic everywhere you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you feel like the Comedy Store is kind of having a resurgence? Like, I don't know if I kind of feel like it did kind of have like a dip when Austin became a thing.
Well, I mean, COVID fucked everything up, and that's what caused people to come here. And of course, the Comedy Store like took a dip because of COVID. Like the city was up the Comedy Store's ass, so like it couldn't even function. So obviously, people left because they couldn't get stage time there because the place wasn't like operating.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, sure, I mean, Rogan came here, and like Joey Diaz went to Jersey, and like Tom came here, and Tony, and like a couple others. But at the end of the day, a lot of people stayed. I mean, Bobby Lee, Santino, like Tim Dillon. I mean, there's still like plenty of people at the Comedy Store. A lot, too many almost.
Yeah.
I wish more people kind of left, but at the same time, you need people to sell tickets and stuff. And then like now they've brought in, they like Matt Rife got passed. I mean, like you can have your opinions on him one way or the other. At the end of the day, he's a stand-up comic who sells a lot of tickets, so he should be there. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason he shouldn't be there. Trevor Wallace, same thing. Like, these guys like should have been there, probably like after COVID.
Wow, and they weren't. I didn't know that.
No, they weren't passed until like this year.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I got passed before they did, which is crazy. And
that
I mean, I'm only
interesting.
like 2 years past now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's like one of the things I am so fucking dumb that like I did not know.
Well, that's the thing. The Comedy Store doesn't really care
Yeah.
about, I mean, they do. I mean, it's like there's a couple of ways to get in there, but you have to like really be about it. You know what I mean? It's like skull and bones type shit. Like you have to be like all in
Yeah.
to do it. You know what I mean? Or you have to be such a star that they have to, let you come
Wow.
in. But even some big names like still aren't. They don't have their name painted on there.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, so
though.
it's like a very unique sort of thing.
Who owns the Comedy Store?
Pauly Shore's mother, Mitzi Shore, owned it.
And she passed?
And she passed,
Okay.
and now Pauly Shore's brother, Peter Shore's the CEO, but the Shore family owns it.
Cool. I've never even been there. Like, I'd like
Really?
to go see a show.
Have you
there
gone to
sometime.
LA very much? Or?
No, just like one time to visit my sister, and we just like went to a museum.
Well,
Like, we didn't
come
really
on
do anything.
out.
Yeah, I do want to see like a show there. I think that'd
Yeah.
be fun. And
Anytime.
I don't know. That's
It's the only
so
reason
cool.
I live in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Still, I should have left probably, but also I just wanted that, and so I got it, and now.
That's
I
so
guess we'll see.
cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like I know at the Mothership too, you have to get passed.
Yeah, I got passed at the Mothership before the Comedy Store.
Oh,
which
you
is
did?
crazy,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I got to work. I think I was here the third week the Mothership was open. I got to do sets
Okay.
and send my avails in, and like, it was quicker.
That's cool though.
Because Adam used to be the booker at the Comedy Store, and I was in like development when he left too. So it was like,
Okay.
yeah, it was crazy to be like, I'm passed at the Mothership, but I've been going to the Comedy Store for, I don't know, 5 years now, and it's like still not.
Is it like a tryout there too, where you
Yeah.
sign up for an open mic and then
Where
they,
at the
the
Mothership?
Comedy Store?
At the Comedy Store, it's not like a tryout, but like to start from scratch, you have to go to like potluck. You do 3 minutes in front of the booker.
Okay.
Then you can like get into development spots,
Oh.
hopefully, which is like the next step.
Okay.
And now you're just doing free spots like cold opens or at the ends of shows and stuff.
Interesting.
And then that you could be in that forever,
wow.
and then
Yeah.
like you get a showcase,
Okay.
and that's when you like try out.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So even though they've seen you do 100 sets or 200 sets or whatever, you still have to get that one good,
Dang.
Like I had to showcase twice. The first one was like me and Deb DG Vianney showcase at the same time.
Okay.
And we both like did it, and we're like, "Oh, it's fine." I mean, we did fine.
Yeah.
And the booker was like, "I'm gonna have you do it again."
Oh, wow.
They were like, the crowd was a little weird, and so both of us had to do it again. A couple months later, we had to wait like, I think it was November was our first showcase. Then we
wow.
had to wait till February to showcase again, and then we got passed on that one. So,
Wow. That's exciting though,
yeah, it was. I mean,
Must've been
it's
nerve-wracking.
a nerve-wracking process,
because you know what's happening.
Yeah.
It'd be
Now the new
different
booker,
to-
Rose, she'll tell you in the room,
Oh,
whereas Emily was like, would wait like weeks.
Oh,
and You're
wow.
like in this limbo, you're like, what's going on?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very scary. I've done like the Mothership open mic, but I've never known if Adam was there. And my first time, I went over by like a few seconds, and then everybody was like, "You'll never be on it again," and you need
A few
to.
seconds is not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
They played music. Well,
Yeah.
that's more than a few seconds.
It
I
must.
guess.
Well, I recorded it on my audio, so I don't really. I know it was like a little bit over, and so then they were like, "You need to add him and apologize." So I added him on Instagram, but I never messaged him. And I did get picked again later, like a couple months
He
later, to
probably
do
wasn't
it.
even
So I was
there.
like, I think it was fine, and I overreacted, and everybody else just scared me.
I wonder how much he watches. I'm sure he does. I mean, I know Adam watches.
Yeah.
A lot.
I probably shouldn't have been signing up for it at that point either, because I was only like 6 months into stand up. So like,
It's
I
an
should.
open mic. Sign
Yeah.
up for all of them.
Yeah,
know
I
people
do
that-
like that open mic.
I've gone up in front of Adam there, and I've also gone up when he's not there. And the one time I went up in front of him, I felt like I had a really good set, and so I was like feeling good. And I kind of went up to him after, and he was like, "Hey man, great set." And I was like, "Thanks, I'm Phil." And then I just kept standing there because I wanted him
no.
to say, I wanted him to say like, "Yeah man, come back." And
Oh,
like I thought I
no.
was gonna get a call back the first
That's
time he
so
ever
funny.
saw me do stand up, but I was just riding too hot. And
Oh, no.
yeah, but it's just crazy. Like I know people that are passed at the Mothership now that they say they went up in front of him like 20 times before they even got a call back.
Right.
And just the odds of that, like, because you're signing up for it with like 200 people
Yeah.
every week,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Well, that's the thing with potluck. It's like all these open micers gather at like 4:30, 5 o'clock on the patio. It could be 400 people that put their
Shit.
name on a list, and then they draw like 15 or something like that, and you get 3 minutes.
Wow.
And there's this new thing now. Every now and then I do. It's not like Kill Tony, but it's called Set of the Night, and it's just like people do 2 minutes, and like there's a panel of judges, I'll often do that. But like, it's not like Kill Tony where we're like talking to the people or interviewing them or anything. We're just like, you know, legitimately like who had the best set.
Okay.
And then the top like 2 or 3 of them, they get to like perform on potluck. They get like a spot on potluck then in front of the booker. So
that's cool. It's pretty fair, I guess.
There's like a couple ways to get into there now, you know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Or you can become a door guy too. That's the other way to.
Yeah.
But you have to audition to be a door guy also.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It does sound cool, like to be a door guy.
Yeah. I mean, you get to go on stage a lot, but then you have to take out garbage at the same time.
That's true.
So
Sometimes I like physical labor though.
It's humbling.
Yeah, I think
I never did
good.
the door guy thing, but
yeah.
I don't demean it. I think it's a great way to get involved.
Yeah, that's cool. So what would you say is like the most nervous you've ever been, like before a show? Do you think it was performing, like trying to get past, or?
I mean, that was definitely something, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm like, this is what I do.
Yeah, and you've
I've
been
done
doing it so long, you probably
times.
don't
Yeah.
get nervous anymore.
I think I got nervous. I got pretty nervous. The round, like in like a hockey arena, will like fuck with me.
Ooh.
Because I'm like, I don't know where I'm like walking. I don't like walking around. I mean, it's all like, which way do I?
Yeah.
People are behind you. That kind of shit. Like
that would fuck me up, I think.
Yeah, that kind of shit's like it gets you in your head.
Yeah.
And I fucked up a couple times on those types of shows, just like not doing my best because I'm like, all like I don't know where I'm at. You know what I mean? There's no like.
Yeah.
So that's probably the most nervous.
I would be so nervous because that's something I'm working on. It's like moving around more on stage.
Right.
Because I just want to stand in one spot.
I'm a big stand still guy.
You are? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Me too.
But when it's like that, you have to.
It's almost a bit itself, as if you're doing the round and you don't.
Yeah, but they don't give a they
You
don't
could
give a
just
shit.
turn.
There's what I've figured out is like they're watching the jumbotrons, and there's cameras, so you just got to play to the cameras.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And then it doesn't have to be that serious.
What
But that
arena
took me a
show
couple
was it?
tries to figure that out. And then after you do like 3 in a row,
Yeah.
the cameras are in different spots sometimes depending on the place. So like you'll get to the next one, and the cameras now are like in the corners and not on the flat part. So you're like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't even know where the cameras are.
But that is cool that you got to do that. Do you have any, like, have you ever received any advice, like maybe earlier on in your career that you're like, that's the best advice I've ever heard for comedy? Or anything like that? Or have you ever had something that like stuck with you?
I'm sure I've had stuff that's like that, but like the best things always end up being like, and I like to think that I provided some of these too, but like my favorite things are always like somebody going like, if you just change like this one word and it clicks in your head too, you go, yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I was saying, in one joke I was saying like over there, and then someone was like, you should say across the street.
Oh, okay.
And it just changed everything. And it was like, it's amazing those little things like that.
That's cool.
I got to do that for a guy recently. Like his thing was like, I can't even remember what it was, but I literally said, if you just change this like one word, it was amount to percentage or something like that. And it worked so good. I was like, yes. It's just that kind of shit's fun to me.
That's cool.
But advice, I don't really, write and get on stage. That's about.
Yeah.
There's really been no like, I can't think of any other.
Well, if you think of anything, let me know.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because you're really good, so I'm like,
I can't think of any like sage words.
Yeah,
of
I just love that
wisdom.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
But
like
also,
do it
even
as
just
often
saying
as
like
you
changing
can.
one word.
Yeah,
like, that is.
It's
really
always
good.
like I love that part, but now with like clips and everything, people are like, "This is done," and they put it up, and then they don't like revisit it in that way. I don't think, but
Yeah, sometimes I'll put things up, but then I change it, and then I'm like,
always. I mean, I put things out.
Yeah.
And then I end up changing it. There was a joke that I like literally was supposed to like get rid of.
Yeah.
And then I figured out how to say it differently, and I was like, well, it's kind of a new joke now.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a lot where. Do you ever have a joke where you realize that you're revealing something too early? Like I had a joke that I was doing for like 2 years, and I was like, wait, if I just don't include this part in the setup and let people figure it out, like.
No, of course, there's all kinds of different things like that. Little like. You move it around in the set. You do this joke before that one, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't work the same or whatever. That's the whole like fun in it that I like feel like is getting kind of ruined with like the way people are putting things up on the internet all the time.
Yeah, I know it's like weird too, because like in some ways, I'm like, I probably should not even put anything up because I'm so.
Well, that's not.
Early.
I mean, that's the opposite of what they tell you to do now. Now I'm
know.
like lost at sea. I don't know. Now it's like every manager's like, you got to get clips. Stop being precious. And it's like, well, that's not the whole point of this was to make an act.
True.
I don't know.
To work, also, you have to be like writing for short attention spans.
That too.
Like
Yeah.
the clips that work the most are under 30 seconds.
Well, that's the thing. That clip, that's a whole different thing than what you're. Well, now am I trying to make people in a room laugh, or am I trying to make the algorithm like me?
Yeah, that is
It's a whole
like
different
stressful.
animal. And it's annoying.
Trying to
I don't give a fuck about the internet laughing at it. I want to do it.
Yeah,
I want to crush in this building that I'm performing in.
I get
What
that.
you have to do is you have to make the algorithm like you so that you can make people on the internet laugh so that the algorithm will let you promote to come see
Exactly,
you,
which
make
is annoying
people
and
laugh
stupid.
in a room.
Yeah, that's the
know.
hard thing too, because like, I don't have like a big following, so I'm like, I need the followers so I want people to come to my show.
Of course.
And then I'm like, but yeah, I haven't put anything out for a while, and I did like a mini, like a OnlyFans mini special, and so like
those are good. I mean, they pay it right.
Yeah,
like,
they paid me
That was a
good.
good. They had a good run for a few people.
Yeah, so like I know some of those clips will come out, and then I can collab with them, and I don't have to do anything.
Right.
So I'm like,
That's
that'll be
great.
good. Yeah, and they're really cool. They like sent me all the things first, like see if I liked it and everything. So
Nice.
they're very like, we won't put anything out you don't like or whatever. But I'm like, I'm excited for that because then it's kind of like I don't even have to work, and then they just put it out.
Nice.
I'm like, that'll be good.
Some people, I mean, because they have like dudes do it too.
Yeah.
But some people have like created. I know like a couple comics that have like I'm just doing porn now too.
Yeah.
You know,
like
I
I know
the
a few-
OnlyFans like was the impetus to them doing porn,
Yeah.
so to speak.
That's
Yeah.
why they do it at all. Like, I think that's OnlyFans' plan.
No, OnlyFans I feel like was because there was a minute there they wanted out of the porn game, and then everyone was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "Nope, we're going straight like Patreon style." And then people were like, "Well, we're gonna stop doing this then." And then they
Yeah.
were like, "All right, we're keeping the porn."
That's really funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that it didn't start as that. Like they weren't trying. I think when they first
Right.
started, it wasn't, and then it turned into that. And then
And
I
they were
think
trying to push back against it, and they're like, people were like, "All right, I guess we'll go to something else." And they're like, "No,
Yeah, it's so funny.
don't go."
Yeah, I don't know. I have all these ideas where I'm like, I want to put this on there or this on there. Like I still want to do this, but I've been very lazy, or not lazy. I've just been doing other things. But I want to do like a makeover show for comics.
Yeah,
Where like I give them like 2 new outfits.
That's fun.
And like do like color analysis on
they
them.
have TV shows on. Well, not TV shows, but like there's OnlyFans TV. Obviously,
Yeah,
yes.
and I got approved for it. But
Nice.
there's a lot of things I need to find sponsors because like it has to be like a certain level of production where I don't think he and I can do it.
But they might, you pitch them an idea, and they
yeah,
might, like,
maybe I'll
produce
ask
it for
them.
you, yeah.
Because like I just need.
Because I know they were looking for, like Whitney did the roasts on there,
Yeah.
and I was there for those, and then like I met the people that worked there, and they were like throwing bags around,
Oh, okay.
trying to like get shows. I know they have like a cooking show with porn stars or whatever.
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
They have all kinds of different
That's, like,
things,
fun.
but yeah, they're trying to make like content, like, or at least they were.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still is, but
They seemed like very like supportive with it, but I didn't ask for like any help or anything like that. And then when they sent me kind of like what you have to do in order to film that, like you need a certain amount of like it has to be good quality basically.
yeah.
And like we can do a podcast, but I don't know if we could do like all these other things.
Basically make it like Queer Eye. Where
Yeah,
we, like,
yeah.
go to the store with a comic.
Sure.
And like
Yeah.
just sort of like have a montage.
And I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
like showcase like local Austin places more. Like
well, yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah.
your sponsors.
yeah, I know. I need to like be better about
No, it's a
locking
whole
in.
thing. Me too.
Like I want to lock in more, but I think also I'm doing like a lot of new stuff, so I'm just trying to figure things out. Like I just started helping like write for another show
Nice.
where it's at Creek too, and it's called Today PM, and it's kind of like sketch comedy a little bit and like improv.
That's cool.
And stand up isn't it like there's always like 2 stand up people do stand up twice. So
Is
it's
that
cool.
whose show is that?
Colton Jones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's very funny and like it's been fun, but it's something so new for me that my brain is just like trying to learn new stuff. I feel.
That's great.
Yeah. because I don't know.
Ain't
I'm not
no
really
problem
great
with
at
that.
improv. Yeah. Have you ever done improv?
No.
No. I just like I did take an 8-week class.
I never. Yeah, I know a lot of people took the classes. I never took the class or anything.
Yeah.
I did. I mean, I used to write sketches and stuff like that.
Some
but
people don't need to take an improv class. They're just good at it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be good at it either. But
I feel like you'd be good.
I don't know. I'm just always myself in the thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's the other thing. Like
That's
I'm not
good.
like into characters, I guess, or whatever.
I
so.
understand that. The only time I ever fall into a character I learned is like if I think the bit would be funnier if I was mean.
That's
So
funny.
like I'll just like play a mean bitch. Like,
That's funny.
That's like my natural character I go into, but I'm actually not mean in real life. So, but I feel like I have to like do
you
that.
get to like blow off some steam that way. We're like,
Maybe.
it's just a character.
Yeah, I didn't mean it, but I meant it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's funny.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm just being a character. I'm not mean in real life. That you get to use the character all the time.
I took it because I want to get better at crowd work, because sometimes people will heckle me and then I don't know what to say.
Yeah, sometimes I just don't have the energy. They'll say something. I'm like, I don't really give a shit what this guy has to say.
That's funny though. Do you ever say that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's less like improv-y type stuff and more like just having being able to like converse, I guess, like with people.
Yeah, that's important.
And also like having boundaries and like shutting people down too, like
Yeah.
and not in a way where it's like ruining to the show or
Right, because you don't
just
want to
kinda
be too
move on.
mean.
Yeah. But
I'm
I
so
can
scared
just
of that.
like whatever guy.
Yeah. Have you always been good at like addressing the audience?
No, I don't. I never wanted to address them. I wanted
Yeah.
to go do my shit, and then like crowd work was the thing you had to do because you had to like calm them down. Or, like if they
Right.
were heckling or whatever,
Yeah.
or if they were just like being chit chatty or whatever. Like it was never the goal.
I
You
know.
know what I mean? Or
yeah.
So with Matt Rife being passed at the Comedy Store, have you like noticed, like, have you been on a Matt Rife show where like you're on like a showcase?
He
with
doesn't
him?
really do. I mean, he has material.
Does that bring the crowds that want you to interact with them?
I haven't noticed that.
Okay.
But I do know that there is just this natural. Sometimes you're in a crowd where they've seen the clips and all that, and they want to be a part of crowd work, and that's annoying. But I don't
Yeah.
think it's. I also noticed that some people are sick of crowd work.
Interesting.
So I don't know. I mean, it depends on the crowd and the person, but
yeah.
you know,
I don't like crowd work personally. Like I don't want to do
Right.
it. And anytime anyone heckles me, I ignore it.
sure.
But
that's what
I
do.
want to like be able to address it, but not too mean.
unless it's like I have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I try to ignore it too.
I know.
Her, it's
hard.
just like people verbally sexually assulting her from the audience.
That's
There's
crazy,
Literally,
yeah.
just a guy one time said, "Turn around."
And I
Ugh.
just ignored it, but then I think the audience lost trust in me, and I lost trust in myself because I should have said something, but I didn't
No,
what
I
to
don't know.
say.
Maybe they also just like trying to figure out like what. Maybe they're like, should I do something? But also like the crowd work thing. Like you're in a room again. It's not about the clips to me. So it's like we're in a room.
Yeah.
And you're like roasting this guy in the second row for his shirt. Well, someone like way back there has no fucking idea what this guy looks like. So
I always think that too.
I'm like, who's how do they? They're just laughing at some reference. You don't even know what you're looking at here.
That's true, actually. That's a
People
good point.
just being like, "Wow, he just thought of that. That's insane."
And chances are they didn't just think of it.
yeah.
That I've learned that too.
Well, yeah,
Because
it's
I'm
like-
I've heard him say that to somebody else.
I have like a couple of things that I can like expand upon via. I'm trying to like.
Yeah.
It's not crowd work, but I will ask for like a suggestion about this or that.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And honestly, like it has gotten so you do it 10 times, and the crowds always say the same shit. So I've got 5 things.
Oh, okay.
You know
That's
what I
nice,
mean? That
though.
like I know they're gonna say these 5 things or
That's
whatever.
cool.
And sometimes I'm like hoping they come up with a new one.
Yeah.
And they never fucking do. It's amazing. It's
That's
actually
crazy.
like hilarious.
Group consciousness or something. I don't know.
It's just so weird that a crowd no matter where I am, same shit. It's so bizarre.
That is really crazy.
Yeah.
I had a show recently where I was called last minute by Creek to do it, and it was like some situation where there was like a bunch of comics out of town, and they like hit me up. They were like, "Can you do a show in like 20 minutes?" And I went there not knowing what the show was. And I was like, "How long is my set?" They're like, "We're gonna have you do 10." So I go in, but the comic that was supposed to go on after me, or any of the comics, weren't there. So they ended up having to stretch to 25. and I didn't know that this was like a corporate show. So like when I had to stretch, I started going into crowd work, and I was asking people where they worked, and they were all saying like departments of the company that they all worked for.
Oh, that's funny.
And so like I would ask someone that was like, so what do you do? And they were like, oh, I'm in legal. or like,
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, so are you a lawyer? Or and then they were like acting confused. And I asked another person to be like, oh, I'm in marketing. And I'm like, well, is this the most just general audience ever? And then I turned around. I didn't even look behind me. There was like the company name was on the stage and stuff. And then I figured it out. And then
that's what happens when you do like a corporate gig or like a Christmas party or something. You're now in their, all of them know each other.
Yeah.
So you're like in their world. And that's kind of like, that might be a time you have to do some crowd work because you're like the one. Usually they're all there individually. They don't know each other. And you are the linking thing to them.
Right.
But not when you're the foreigner.
Exactly what it is. As soon as I figured out they all worked together, and one lady was like kind of like
Changes
sassy.
the dynamic of
Yeah. One
That's
lady was like a
crazy.
little sassy with me, and I was like, oh, so this is the bitch at the office, huh? And then they
Yeah.
all just like loved that.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's funny.
That's funny. Also, I feel like bar shows can be kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. There was a bar show I did the other
Well,
weeks ago.
anytime
It's
you have a
like-
lot of booze or whatever.
Yeah, and they were all just like wanting to talk too. And I
Yeah,
was just, like-
rowdy. That'll make it more rowdy for sure.
and I was like, I don't want to talk to you guys. I just want to do my jokes.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. You have to sometimes corral a bar show or whatever.
Yeah, I have to learn that. So bar shows, I think,
The
are good
more
practice.
you do them, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to do any show I get booked on, and I'm
Nice.
just like, wherever it is, we're just gonna go. But that is when I realized I was like, I gotta have something to say, even if it's canned, maybe just
Yeah,
like,
sure.
because I feel like it is always the same shit. Like
Or
they
just
say the
like
same shit.
like not you can just like have an energy that bullies them almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not even like what you say, just kind of like how you carry yourself or whatever is a little different. Where they like
Yeah.
feel like they can't really fuck with you or whatever. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
gotta
that's
learn
got to be
that.
tough. Where they're just like turn around or like show your tits
Yeah.
or whatever they say. That's got to be brutal.
Yeah,
for
because
that-
I just like don't know what to say.
I just thought of your response to like when people are doing horny heckles. You should just like, if you can time it so like the second it leaves their mouth, you just go security, like because that
yeah.
like seems like joking,
That's funny.
but also that person will stop. Like if
Yeah.
as soon as
Yeah.
they're like, hey, turn around, you go security, like immediately,
love that. I love
immediately,
that.
like,
yeah.
or you could even go.
I
Like,
mean, it's something I've never had to deal with, a horny heckle. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
that.
I gotta talk to more women about it.
there aren't no women in the audience. Like, show us your cock.
Yeah, they don't
Josh.
do that. They
Whip it
don't do
out,
that.
Josh.
And then I guess I would just be like, I guess I have to. I guess I gotta.
But yeah, I don't know. I see why people like crowd work clips because like you're not burning any of your stuff, I guess. But yeah, I don't know.
That was I guess the impetus for them starting. You're not really burning material. It's an interaction. It got a laugh. Blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. I'm waiting. I was like, at one point, the crowd work clips were getting so prominent that I was like just waiting for one of these people in the crowd to sue the comic.
That's funny. Yeah.
Like, and then I guess like some comics even go out and they have people sign things, but like,
That's funny.
not everyone's doing that. And I see a lot of face. They're showing their fucking face on there and shit.
Yeah. That's true, actually. Yeah, I feel like you have to probably ask them, but maybe not. Maybe it's when you go to a show.
Or
I'm
there's
not
going to
sure.
be some sort of like stalker situation, not stalker situation, but like, you remember like when Jenny Jones, or was it Ricky Lake or one of those shows, they had like a guy on and he was like, someone has a crush on you. And then it was like a gay guy and he just thought it was his friend. And he was like, no, I'm actually in love with you. And he was like, ha ha ha, well, I'm not gay. And then he had to like go home and that was on TV and everyone's like, you're fucking, they were like making fun of him. So the guy murdered the other guy.
What?
It was like this whole thing.
What?
And then Jenny Jones, like people are like, should she be liable or like the production staff or whatever? It was like this big documentary
Holy
about
shit.
it. So now I'm like wondering in my head, I'm like, some comic is roasting this guy in the crowd, making him look like a dumbass, and then this guy's like, so embarrassed that he murders the comic. You know,
for real, that could happen. People like
I was like, yeah, how hasn't that not happened yet?
some people don't want to have like a public life,
right?
And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not.
And
a
they're on
roaster.
stage and they're just like sitting there. They're just like out in a crowd. And
Yeah.
someone's like, "You fucking dumbass," you know, like, "Look at this fucking dumbass here with this stupid face,"
Oh
and
my
then like the guy's
God.
just like, "I'm gonna kill this person."
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
This is him. He got parole.
Yeah, recently, right?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was a crazy documentary.
I
Check
had
that
no
out.
idea. That's so
I remember like when it
crazy.
happened in IRL, and then recently I saw a documentary for it.
Damn. Yeah, that's a good point. Anyone doing crowd work, you got to think about
Also,
that.
kill Tony. One of those guys has to want to kill Tony.
I mean, that's more like
You know what you're getting, though. With
on a
when you
show.
sign
Yeah,
up.
that's like saying like none of the American Idol people tried to kill Simon Cowell. You know what I mean? But
They knew what was
they
going to
knew what was
happen.
going on.
Yeah.
They knew
I
the
know,
risks.
but we
You at least
sign
are
up.
signing up for a something in like you know what the show is. Whereas someone who just goes to a comedy show and is sitting in the crowd and they're like, "This guy over here with his gay shirt," and then they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Some poor sucker, and then they're on like a clip.
Damn.
The thing
That's
with
so
Kill
true.
Tony is like we were signing up for a while, so we're around all those people who sign up, and I wouldn't be surprised if like 25% of them end up committing murder of some sort.
Well, yeah, there's been criminals, and I mean that's any open mic though. That's
True.
the funny part. You know, if you go to enough open mics, like I was saying about every scene, they all have like a mentally ill guy, a borderline homeless guy, someone who's going to be there forever. You know what I mean? Like,
It's true.
it's all kind of the same tropes
Yeah.
everywhere you go.
We were
and
at a
Kill
show-
Tony is like a maxed out version of like a bucket mic.
Yeah, it is. And
Yeah.
it's, you never know. Like,
It's like on
what's gonna
steroids,
happen.
so you're going to get all kinds of
yeah.
things on the spectrum.
And it used to be in at the Comedy Store, right?
Yes, that was
That's
like I was on the panel in 2019 or whatever, like before COVID, when it was in the main room at the store.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, different times.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it can be like a really good opportunity for people. So
Of
like I
course.
like it a lot. I feel like I started watching it when it was already in Austin.
Yeah.
I think because I didn't know about it for a
I
while.
think that's when it really blew. I mean, obviously that's when it really blew up. I don't know how
Yeah.
many people were watching it when I was on the panel. I know that like it wasn't even like there would be a lot of comics in the crowd and it would sell pretty good, but it wasn't like to the gills at
Really?
in
Yeah.
the main room. I mean, it was enough for them to take it from the belly room to the main room.
Wow, interesting.
But it wasn't like I don't know at the time. I'm trying to remember like because when my podcast first came out and it was on Your Mom's House network thing, I had a lot of views, and I can't remember if at the time Kill Tony was like doing that same amount. In that I'm talking like maybe like 100 to 200,000. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
that's a lot. Yeah.
which is a lot, but for me, but like I didn't know where they were at that time. They might have been at that level at that point, but now of course it's like 700 million views. You know what I mean? It's fucking bananas.
Yeah.
Like everyone on the globe is watching it.
Yeah, I know. It's such a. I gotta keep signing up. I took a break for a while,
Yeah,
but I
you're,
gotta keep signing up.
Your episode has 130,000 views.
Right.
Of Kill
And at
Tony.
the time, I think my podcast was doing better than that,
Wow.
which was crazy. The first like 30 episodes that are on Your Mom's House channel have like some of them have 200,000. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a totally
Nice.
different world back then.
I just realized I
Yeah.
was watching Kill Tony back then because I remember the band, like the
Right,
band
with
doing
Jeremiah.
characters every week. Like, that
Yeah,
was a big
Jeremiah
thing.
and Joelberg and
Yeah.
I forget who else. Jet Ski was in the band.
Nice.
I think that episode that I was in was Jet Ski's first episode in the band.
Oh, cool.
She was her first episode in the band because she was also signed up, right?
Right.
I think she got discovered on the show.
That was her first time in the band, though.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
Now she like tours.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
That's cool. Speaking of like that style of show and heckling and all that, have you ever been to Banana Phone?
I have.
Okay.
The last time I did it, there was a minute when I was doing the road with Tom where he would just have me like fly in and out of here.
Oh, okay.
And so I would fly here like the day before and then we'd go out together and then like we'd come back here after a show. Like we could be in like Omaha and then he would just fly us back here and then I'd sleep like at an airport hotel and then
Oh, wow.
leave the next morning and go back to LA. So there was like a couple times I'd get home. We'd do a show at like 8 o'clock somewhere in the country. And then we would fly back here immediately after the show.
Yeah.
And I would land, it'd be Sunday night. And I'd leave Monday morning. And so I'd come on Sunday night. And the only thing that I could do is go to like, I'm like, I guess I'll go to Banana Phone.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I just did a show in an arena or whatever, or a theater. And I'm like juiced. And then we just flew home on this fucking jet. And now I'm like, I'm just going to go sit in this Hampton Inn. No thanks. So I'd go do Banana Phone. I've done it a few times.
Oh, okay. So you'll go on Banana Phone?
I haven't been on the stage, but
Okay.
I've been like in the...
You do the audience cycles?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's fun. I'm always so scared to heckle
I might
from
go
the
on
audience.
Sunday. I don't know. We'll see.
You should, yeah. They're starting this new thing now where like they record the audience too.
Oh, really?
So if you heckle, like you'll be...
Yeah.
on
Well, it's
it.
on the thing, right?
Yep. Yeah, so like, and then the like post clips. I think they're moving to a different platform. They were doing Curios, but I think they're gonna go to a different one. So I don't know if the full clips are available, but like if you do it and you heckle from the audience, you could definitely be in a clip.
I mean, I've done the like. I guess I was mic'd, but not like I never like walked on like did a set or whatever. But
that's cool.
Heckled?
no,
You gotta go on Banana Phone. You gotta.
I don't want to do that. Because they don't even give you an opportunity to like respond. That's the funny part. Like
Yeah.
everyone's like you just stand there and like kind of take it.
I know. Like I did it my second week doing comedy because somebody
that's
told me
tough.
to. They were like, if you want to be a real comic, do Banana Phone. It'll never be worse than that. Like you'll
Well, you
never
just
have a
really
worse
kind of
show.
like take the barbs and arrows, but you're just like.
Yeah. I'm not
Sometimes
good at
I
it.
felt bad for a couple of the guys. Like they say like one. It's like they didn't even get to talk.
Yeah, that I do feel bad if like they or if they look sad or something. Then I'm like, oh no, like you know.
Yeah, it's just bizarre.
Yeah.
It's
but
like, aren't they supposed to do a set then you heckle them? Like,
usually I think they're. Well, what year was it that you went last?
oh, this was like 2 years ago, probably.
So they've tightened things up
Yeah,
now,
I'm
where
sure.
they're more like intense about letting the person get their time and. But I think you should do it.
I'm gonna
We
go
do
check it
so
out on
good-
Sunday. I mean, I have nothing on Sunday night.
Or at
so-
least go watch
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
like
go
let me know if you're
hang
there
out.
because I like going.
You should go on stage because you're not a real comic yet because you haven't done that.
yeah. We'll see.
Well, I think you would be good. I think you could get everybody.
I'm definitely gonna go check it. I like hanging out there anyway. So
Yeah, I love Creek so much. Like, I don't know. I always feel safe there, I will say, even
Yeah.
at open mics, because they do have, like, security.
sure. And Rebecca always is like. I mean, I remember when I first started going to New York.
Yeah.
She had the creek there, and that was like that helped me get going. You know.
I love
She's
that.
always been in my comedy life. She's like one of my. I would say she's like my comedy mom.
I love
for sure.
that. I feel like she's mine, too. And also, I'm, like, still getting to know her and everything.
Right.
But she's just so real and, like, one of, like, the best people. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean, she'll always give it to you straight, and like,
Yeah.
she's been in the biz for forever. I mean, she was like at the beginning of a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, she's so cool. I'm, like, still, like, just grateful to, like, even know her. I'm just, like, you're such a badass. Like,
yeah, it's
you know,
crazy.
like, and also such a good person. Like, she puts on, like, she does, like, holiday meals and stuff for everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't usually go, like, home for the holidays. So
That's
I,
why
like,
it was so
love it.
disgusting in New York what happened. Like, where her own like she is just like a commune, borderline homeless shelter for these comics,
Yeah.
basically, and like lets anybody do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, I think Legion of Skanks had, like, Milo Yiannopoulos or whatever on.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of, like, liberal comics that were going to the creek hated that. And then they, like, turned on Rebecca, which is crazy. It's,
What?
like, because and they're like, your platform. And she was like, I just let people do what, have someone on counter him or what. I don't know. Like, she's
Yeah.
not getting in the way.
Right.
And she, like, fed these people and gave them, like, Thanksgiving and, like, you know, helped them out in a lot of ways, and then they
Yeah.
turned on her, and it was fucking. They tried to boycott the creek. It's like, you're fucking disgusting.
That's fucked up.
Like, I'm not like conservative or liberal or whatever, but
Yeah.
like I'm loyal
yeah.
to like people who have helped me, and it was
That's
like so
wild.
fucked up, and that's like an impetus to her moving here, I think, too. But
I had no idea. That's like so fucked up that anyone would do that.
it was crazy, and like I don't know. She used to have like so many hot like. First show I ever did that was like big deal was this show called Cabin,
Okay.
and it was like one of the hottest shows in New York, and I wanted to do it so bad, and I was in no place in my career. I think maybe I was like 2 years in, 3 years in, barely did just did mics, just an open micer, and she had me get 5 people to vouch for me.
Okay.
That she already had on that show at Cabin.
Wow.
So I had to get 5 people that had done that show to vouch for me, and I managed. And she gave me a shot. She had me go up first.
Oh wow.
And do 5 minutes, and I had to bring up Seinfeld.
Whoa.
After, which was crazy. My head
cool.
exploded, and I did good, to the point where
Yay.
she just kept fucking with me. She was the first person to fuck with me. So I'll always love Rebecca more than most people in this business.
Yeah, I love her. She's given me a lot of opportunities where I'm just wow, thank you. I don't know. She's just really cool.
For sure. Seinfeld just popping into.
That's so crazy.
I was my head was splattered against
What
the
year
wall.
was that?
2011.
2011. Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Who else was on that show?
People would come do that show all the time. Anybody who was big then. I mean, at the time, 2011, you're thinking Attell would come do it, which was crazy, or big Chris Rock would pop in there, but back then it wasn't there was less huge. I was impressed when I'd see Mike Lawrence back then, because he was, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But it was Soder and Normand and these guys were the main people that would do it, and then there would be stars that would pop in, like I said, Chris Rock. Todd Barry was huge then, or people
Damn.
like that.
That's
I can't.
really
I mean,
cool.
if you ask Rebecca, she would have all the names who came in there, and it was that year, because I think it went from I think Cabin was 2010, maybe 2009 it started, and it went to 2013, and then the bar that bar Cabin, I think, got closed, and they moved it across the street and it just didn't have the same vibe, and I think she just kind of bailed on it after that.
Oh, okay.
So Ted Lewis on, he was talking about how she kind of helped launch Eric Andre too, he was one of the creators.
Yeah, I guess back then alt people were huge, so it was Patton Oswalt and Eric Andre and
Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
Yes,
he was one of them too, apparently.
Yeah, he was doing mics back then too. Well, at the Creek, anybody who's a huge podcaster out of New York or whatever now, Joe List, Norman, all these guys were at the Creek back in the day. You'd go to the Creek, Bargatze,
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, she used to have all the pictures. Maybe she still does up someplace, but in the bathroom in the Creek in New York,
yeah,
you'd see pictures of the young dudes like that. You know what I mean? Lewis, Big J, all these people were coming through.
Wow, love that.
And people you forgot about too, that used to headline, anybody who had a Comedy Central presents, and Nick Turner and fucking Pat Dixon and these people, you know what I mean? That aren't necessarily around much anymore, but they were huge for a second. They had development deals and blah blah blah, and Rebecca helped do all that.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's super smart and just driven. I don't know. I admire her a lot.
No, yeah, she's.
Who was your favorite comic growing up?
Oh man, growing up, I mean, I'm always a late. It sucks because late night TV is dead, and I sound like an old head, reminiscing about it. But I was big Letterman guy.
Okay.
Loved Gary Shandling. I think the first comic that I ever found when I was a kid was Jim Carrey, even though I'm nothing like him. It still was something that brought me into comedy. And Norm Macdonald's my top guy. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
Those would be. Shandling was huge though. Loved him.
I don't know who that is. I'll have to look it up.
He's a late night guy in a different way. He was on Carson all the time. He was one of Carson's favorite guys as doing sets.
Okay.
And then instead of he was one of the guys that was maybe he'll replace Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
And obviously we know what happened with all that. But instead of him getting a late night show on Fox or trying to do a legit one, he did with HBO the Gary Shandling show.
Okay.
Or I guess it was the Larry Sanders Show is what it's called. And it was a fake late night show where they did not a sitcom, but almost The Office.
Wow.
It's such a great show on HBO. It still holds up.
All right, I'm gonna watch it.
Tons of celebrities on it and stuff.
It sounds cool.
It's real insight. It's Entourage, about a late night show. Do you know what I mean?
I love that. That's
yeah,
so
it was
funny.
great. And
That's
so
really interesting.
The Larry Sanders Show was like huge when I was a kid. I loved Gary Shandling.
I gotta check that out because like the show I'm writing on is kind of it's like today tonight type thing.
Yeah.
Like today PM. Like
no,
so it's
you
kind
dig
of,
it then.
Yeah,
for sure.
Maybe that's like
We're parodying like daytime TV. We're
Right.
going for like more like a Regis and Kelly vibe.
For sure.
And we've had a lot of fun with that show. We've only done 2, right?
yes.
Yeah, our third one's next Wednesday.
Hell
but
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to do something that's not stand up sometimes.
No, of course, and those kinds of things are going to be more prominent probably as YouTube is television and everything else.
That's true. Well, it's been really fun having you on.
Thanks for having me. Sorry if I talked too much about comedy stuff.
No, I had fun. I appreciate it because I'm just like I just want to learn as much as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun. Do you have anything you want to plug?
The Josh Potter Show comes out every Wednesday. It's my podcast, and other than that, yeah, just like my Instagram, I guess. Go check that out, Josh_Potter. And that's it. Everything you'll find everything you need those 2 places, I suppose.
Thank you. And you guys should come to Big Naturals every 3rd Friday at Creek in the Cave, and also today PM every 1st and 3rd Wednesday at 8. And check out my Instagram at Kait Comedy. Thank you so much.